Hey guys, what's going on? Today we're talking about the top 10 pets in Taichi Panda. I made a video on this a long time ago, but many things have changed, such as enhancing and my opinion on some, as some have been altered slightly. Anyway, without further ado, let's get on to this. Number 10 has to be Grubly. His pet skills are really annoying for your opponent, causing a powerful stackable slow buff on this one, and as far as I know, this is basically the same as a stun. It also reduces the enemy's crit reduction. Only problem is Grubly is very fragile, so there's no telling if he'll survive long enough to use those skills. Besides that, his rare skill and rare skill fortify are nice and go very well together. The rare skill increases your dodge, while the rare skill fortify increases your crit damage when the opponent misses you. The attribute fortify is also nice, giving dodge and hit rate as its first stats. Number 9 is Miss Pixie. I know Miss Pixie isn't very popular yet, but she's actually a pretty good and interesting pet. Main attraction to Miss Pixie is her evo bonuses. Not only does the player get huge boosts to hit and dodge rate, the pet gets huge boosts to HP, way more than a normal HP boost. At the end she'll be a huge tank. She can't be enhanced yet, so I can't say anything on that, but her skills are pretty good too. This one, Pollen, is excellent for PvP, deals some decent damage and reduced hit and dodge by 50%. This can be completely devastating in some matches. Mana drain is pretty useless in most cases. Might be good versus a treasure hunter though. Its rare skill again is pretty interesting, and I imagine extremely powerful in Battle Royale, especially if you're like me and like to get in the middle of 10 to 15 enemies. Number 8 has to be Boxer. Good old Boxer. As always, Easy Soulstones has a useful rare skill for PvP and Quest, and a nice little stun on his third skill. His rare skill Fortify seems decent enough. At max level, the target would lose around, I think 11% of his total health since it lasts 5.7 seconds, and his attribute Fortify is also quite nice. Not a fan of health being the highest stat, but crit damage comes right after, so all in all, pretty good. Hades with Deathmark. Hades is a decent pet without Deathmark, but it would probably be ranked 10 since he can't get enhanced yet. The minions he summons are very annoying for the enemy, and the archer even gives an attack buff, so that's really nice. His Undead Vortex move deals decent damage as well. Only real complaint is his rare skill. In higher level gameplay, you probably won't notice 4k damage reduction all that much. Phoenix is going to be number 6. Personally one of my favorite pets, if not my favorite. I love it for everything, especially Battle Royale. Its rare skill is amazing, and its rare skill Fortify synergizes very well with it, giving up to 50% more damage as soon as you land a crit, which makes it easier to kill a player or pet within those 5 seconds. Its attribute Fortify is also very nice, giving a lot of hit and dodge rate. Its pet skills are decent too, but not the best. If you get a lot of crit damage on Phoenix, it can deal amazing damage when paired with Ice Phoenix due to their synergy and evo bonuses. Number 5 has to be Skeleton King. Again, a great pet, especially now that you can not only enhance it, but get it free from the PvP store. Basically everything about Skeleton King is nice. His natural damage is huge, and a huge modifier on his normal attack. Blade Vortex gets even better after enhancing, slowing targets down. Bloodlock almost always hits the opponent due to its very long range, deals decent damage, lowers the opponent's dodge, and stuns up to 3 seconds at max level. What more could you ask for? His rare skill is also excellent, slowing down opponents, ultimately stunning them if they stay in it too long. You have a control immunity shield half the time at max level, and you take less damage. Again, amazing utility. The rare skill Fortify is also great, with crit chance being its top stat, followed by crit reduction. Awesome pet that I unfortunately don't use very often since it doesn't really fit into my strategy, but when I get his skills a bit higher, I'll definitely be taking him with me. Number 4 has to be Sun Wukong. While I don't use Sun Wukong, I've seen him used to great effect. His main attraction is being able to summon many Sun Wukongs, which are actually just as strong as the main Sun Wukong, and the huge damage reduction you have while being transformed. Since mine isn't enhanced, I can't really show you the enhanced stats. But if we go over to SOS here, we can see his Sun Wukong, and first checking out Attribute Fortify gives a lot of crit reduction, and well, net damage and normal damage I don't really care about on Attribute Fortify. I really prefer the percent-based stats, but crit reduction 30%, that's really nice. And rare skill Fortify, so 30% chance to increase damage by 80% for 10 seconds. That'll go up to 100% at level 5, and that's every time you're attacked, so that will definitely proc, which means 100% attack bonus, which is really good for 10 seconds. So also, the Wukongs will have 100% attack and health, so that's actually really nice. They'll have the same amount of health as the Sun Wukong, and you can get like 10 of them on the field at the same time if you're doing all the right stuff. Damage reduction, 30 plus pet Evo level times 3, and I'm pretty sure actually that goes higher since mine is still at level 1. So yeah, that goes up to like 50-60%, something like that, times Evo level. Or plus Evo level, yeah, times 3. So really solid pet all around, very defensive, so good for Battle Royale, Seabed Scramble, stuff where you need a lot of defense. So, number 3 has to be Ice Phoenix. Ice Phoenix, still my favorite pet, so I have to put it up here. Has one of the best, if not the best, defensive rare skills in the game, giving major damage reduction for a good length of time, depending on its evolution level. Its third skill is insanely powerful, and will freeze the enemy if it touches them. Its rare skill Fortify is also quite powerful, again freezing the enemy at a decent rate, every time they hit you. The only thing I don't really like about the Ice Phoenix is its attribute Fortify. Uninteresting stats for me. Number 2 has to be Nezha. Damage, and lots of it. 692% on its normal attack is huge considering how quickly it attacks. Throwing Star is also good and adds a slow debuff. Deluge Gun is extremely powerful due to the fact that Nezha's crit damage is increased so much while doing it. 75% at level 5 is huge. And add on to the fact that you'd have to kill my Evo 9 Nezha 4 times for it to finally go down, and after killing it for the first time, it has a permanent 50% attack buff. If you get the S skill Boldness Awakening on Nezha, it can easily outdamage most players. And now for number 1. I'm sure you've guessed this already since he hasn't been in the list yet, but number 1 has to be Boric. He is overpowered as hell, and it's no wonder everyone uses him. He was overpowered before he could be enhanced, now he's a monster. Not only can you deal insane amounts of damage while transformed due to being able to upgrade his skills, but due to his rare skill Fortify, he's an amazing healer as well. His attribute Fortify is also amazing, focusing on crit rate first and hit rate second. So, that's it for the top 10 pets in Taichi Panda. Feel free to disagree and argue in the comments below. This is just my opinion, as most top anything lists will be. So, guys, that's going to be all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, please drop a like down below and subscribe if you're not subscribed. As always, thank you so much for watching, and until next time. And up for number 11, we have Paladin. He has really easy soulstones, which you can get from chests and many places in Quest. Rare skill Fortify is really nice, almost like a free version of Wise Dory. At max level, while using it, you'll have a 40% chance every hit to increase your crit rate by 100% for 8 seconds. During that time, you also can't be debuffed by anything, so crit away without any distractions. Pretty nice, and his attribute Fortify is also pretty good, giving crit reduction and hit rate. Some really nice stats. The actual pet's attacks aren't impressive, but the other stuff makes up for it.